My name is Senhit, and I come from Italy, and I'm super, super excited and happy to be here in USA just to promote my new song, Adrenalina.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game, all the way from Italy, I have Senhit. And if you haven't seen her videos yet, just keep watching. I'm sure it'll be like a blurb on Instagram to say, click here, click that, click this, TikTok. But we got a hold of her from her publicist, and that she has a future hit song with Flo Rida.
Yes.
So depending on where you are in the world. So welcome to the show. Welcome to America. You are making New York great again. It looks beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I'm super, super excited and happy to be back in New York. It's not my first time, but actually after the COVID situation, finally I'm back to USA. Yes, super happy.
Well, tell people, if this is their first time hearing about you and your music, because you are like you could have been, a member of Destiny's Child, but you're not that old, right? But the majority of my listeners or the audience are listeners, and they'll say, okay, she's Italian. What is he talking about? She's chocolate? Yes, go to her Instagram, you'll subscribe. But tell people, your background, you're from Italy. Many, Americans don't know geography or history. So I'll say,
of course.
Black people in Italy? So, tell us, what's the game?
I raised and born in Bologna, this little city in Italy, in the north of Italy. But my origin is from Africa, from Eritrea. And I'm always want to sing in my life. So I started with the theater, with the musical, first in Italy, in Europe, and then some event even in America. And after a long experience in the musical business, in the musical district, I jumped in a solo career with this big company that it's born and made in Italy. It's called Panini. The sponsor, they made the football stickers all over the world, and they decided to invest in music. So we started this adventure together. I did a lot of concert. I met a lot of producer, a lot of manager, a lot of musician, amazing people. And I started to sing in Italian first, and then in English, and then I back in Italian, sorry. And then, with Flo Rida, that is the man that everybody knows, we decided to sing Adrenalina in Eurovision Song Contest. There is the big competition, music competition in Europe, but you can see it all over the world. So for me, it was an amazing experience that opened the USA market and the South America, the Latin world. And so this is a good occasion for me, to come to New York and do promotion and try to be like somebody here.
Well, you are already somebody, and you have talent. I've checked out the music. Now, you said something that I don't want to gloss over for my African audience, especially. You guys who are watching can see that I got Cameroon on today representing. But you said Eritrea, and most people didn't know in America where that was until the passing of Nipsey Hussle and hearing about that. Is there a flavor of the Eritrean African vibe music in your music as well?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. We try to keep the traditional of a specific sound of Eritrea and Ethiopia. Eritrea is this small country close to Ethiopia, and we use in Adrenalina song actually like few instruments, very specific from my country, from my parents' country, and. And it's funny because Adrenalina comes with a very multicultural, how do you say, like you know, from Italy, and then the sound of international hip hop, and then with Flo Rida, and then missing adrenalina, the word adrenalina in Italian. So it's like a melting pot of many, many things, but still keep my traditional with my country, with my parent country. So yeah, super proud, super emotion.
So that means there'll be some shaking of the shoulders and some
Exactly. Exactly.
you get into.
And even the sound of like, la, 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 you know, of the girls, of the women when they enjoy the, you know, life. So yeah, we try to keep everything even in the song.
No, I love it. I love it. I've been next door to Ethiopia from Mekelle to Addis, but I have not made it to the other side. I have not been able to cross the border.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful country, but it's like Africa, it's all beautiful. So
it definitely is. Now that tells people, you know, what can be different, and you have Flo Rida now. Who knows, the best is yet to come. Who else you'll get on track? Are you looking here to also do music with musicians? Is this just promo? I'm here to promo. Any collabs or maybe even tours or shows that you'll be doing?
Start to, you know, to work and do how do you say in English? You know, to look around in this market, in this business too. With Flo Rida was an amazing occasion in Europe when I did Eurovision in Rotterdam in May, and this gave me the possibility, you know, to, as I told you, to open the market. And right now I do like a little interview, a little promotion here in New York. I went in Long Island a few days ago, and then I have like, you know, photo shooting and all the things. But about event and concert, it's too soon right now. We try to, you know, to look around for next year, for 2022. And in the same time, I'm talking with the musician, with artists here in New York, you know, because I'm always research for new stuff, new songs, you know, new vibes here in America.
And if you ever get caught up with the word, this is an international show. If you need to say it in Italian or Tigrinya, say what you need to say. We'll translate it ourselves and say, what did she say? And we'll learn. So don't get caught up in this, you know, this English, especially this American English. Because if you go to London or something with this, you know, it's totally different, very much more proper. Now, how did you get started with music? Because African parents usually say, can you be a doctor? Can you be an engineer or nurse?
Like this. Actually, my father and both parents, actually, they was very strict. They was very several, you know, like finish the school, take like go to university, and then you take the role of daddy in the company, blah, 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 blah. But then I say, you know, Dad, I would love to sing in my life. And he said, he was very bad. He said, do you think sing bring like bread in the table? I said, I don't know. I need to try that. I really need to try it. But it was a good kick for me because it stimulated a lot for me. And I did my experience, and they was very proud. They was very scared, like all parents, but they was very proud. And but as you said, as an African parent, in the beginning was so hard, very hard. And now they are super, you know, proud, super happy. And because you know, I put the traditional, you know, the Eritrean vibes in my songs, in my music, in my work, they are super proud right now.
No, that's awesome. And to have a song with a superstar like Flo Rida, how did that come about? Did you reach him, or was he in Italy, you know, and he saw you?
No, I just finished to work for Adrenalina, and then I asked my manager to send the song to America and ask them, you know, if there was somebody, some rapper, because for me it was a good option to find a very good rapper to sing with me. And Flo Rida like answered the call. He decided to work with me. He loves Adrenalina, and we talk by Zoom, by Skype during the COVID period. And then when Eurovision arrived, I said, please come and let's do the show together. And he arrived, like surprised me because it was very, very bad condition, you know, for the COVID, the pandemic and everything, the restriction, but it was amazing. We had a very good chemistry, very, very, very good feeling together. And yeah, we had a lot of fun, very, very a lot of fun. And then he introduced me Steve Aoki as a producer for the remix that I did with Adrenalina this summer. So it was a very good experience.
Well, you were definitely, you know, blessed by that because there's so many artists globally who say, well, I just want to be able to send my stuff out and have a superstar pick it up and, you know, get a collab. But I'm sure you've put so much work. Can you describe for that young musician who's like, I'm ready for my time too, how much work and time and, you know, just any other side hustles that you had to do to get here? Because it doesn't happen just with a snap, you know, it wasn't magic.
No. You have to be, you know, surrounded by a very good and honest team. You have to continue to learn, you know, to research and to study. I mean, for me, it was like that, and it was not always easy, but as like it's normal. But still, you have to, you know, to be constant, to be like, how do you say in English? Very costante, you know, and yeah, and to believe because it's hard. It's a very competitive work. But anyway, if you really believe, I mean, pay in the end, pay off. And I'm very happy because I did an amazing show in Rotterdam with Flo Rida, and I didn't expect so much success with the song. And still now, you know, I'm looking for new songs and new stuff and all and I'm still very grateful and blessed because I'm surrounded by an amazing team. And the team, it's everything. It's really everything.
The team is everything. Would you say, you know, for a new artist, being able to get a deal, a record deal, and having, you know, a team that has the experience where you don't have to make it yourself is, you know, is a blessing? Because we hear so many artists saying, oh, you know, they're always seasoned artists who already have their millions, hopefully. And they say, oh, we don't need the labels anymore. We can do it all ourselves. And that might be true for, you know, certain artists, but how helpful have, you know, label deals been for you?
I mean, as I told you, I was very lucky when I signed with this Italian company that actually based in Italy, but they work everywhere. They was very enthusiastic and very stimulated to do something new because this company, they doesn't work for music, but they have a lot of, you know, how do you say, like, yeah, enthusiasm to work for music. So they give me all the possibility to work with an amazing producer and management and everything, but still you have to be very honest to yourself. You have to be authentic and try and try and try, you know what I mean? And you know, do gigs or you know, try to try to be to work very hard because in the end pay a lot.
And I tell you, do not be shy if you need it. You know, there's two accents that drive the world crazy, majority of the world. It's the British accent and the Italian accent. Wherever you go, people say, oh, talk more. People stop talking. You know, and sometimes I guess maybe the American accent, but that's because the Americans don't stop talking at all. That's why, you know, it just goes on and on and on. But we you know, drive the crowd crazy if, you know, you need to say the word in Italian. Now, music for some artists is the start, but you have a face and a vibe for TV. So is acting in movies or TV, is that, you know, in the future for you?
I mean, I will love, you know, I come from the theater, I come from musical where normally you have to sing and dance and act and everything. So I never thought about television, but yeah, why not? I really would love to. I did something in the past before and it was fun and it was very, but it's another word, you know, it's another energy, another dynamic, another timing and everything. So I'm more for the show, for the exhibition, for sing in front of people and scream and enjoy and jump. But television, why not? Probably it could be very an interesting, adventure. Why not? Even acting.
Yes, yes.
Can
And
you see like an Eritrean Italian girl do something in television? Oh, yeah, probably.
definitely, definitely. I think that it could definitely work. Netflix. Hello. Actually, there's a film called, watch it on Prime while you're here on Amazon Prime. Love You Right. And it's a film turned musical, but they did it right. I just had the director on yesterday.
Okay. Watch it.
Check it out, because it'd be an easy connection, but it's like, why can't more films highlight the artist and really be their real soundtrack, not some kind of like cheesy, like I'm the biggest collector of Nigerian movies. And back in the day, you'd get, I will always love you. And it would just say, love is not everything throughout the whole thing. So why couldn't that, highlight the whole song, like I Go Chop Your Dollar by Nkemowa. Like play the whole song, let it go viral, let it be a whole vibe. Now, you won Eurovision, a contest, talking about singing live in front of, people. You like that pressure? Is that the type of pressure that you love?
I love it. I love it. It's like a therapy for me. I really do. I mean, like few minutes before the show, I'm peeing my pants. But then when I grab the microphone, for me, it's like, wow, amazing. And I can do it like over and over and over again. Was Eurovision. It was like a smash. Finally, after 2 years of nothing, of silence for the COVID and everything, for me was like, oh my God, I need to do this. I need to do every time. And so this is why I can't wait, to do a gig, to do a show, to do a performer, because this is my work. This is really my element, to be on stage and to sing in front of people.
Now I have to ask you this, I have to ask you, because looking at your Instagram, you keep it very family friendly. I mean, you are where people want to send their daughters, because you don't have, I don't see anything that looks like it could be on OnlyFans, or, it's not a thirst trap. So is that intentional to keep, more clothes on and still be beautiful, but not say, hey, take everything off. This is me. Yeah.
I'm not the kind of person, I mean, I love to be sexy and glam and fashion, but in the very soft way. I'm not that kind of person. And, and I'm very, and I know that, Instagram and all the social media are really important, but in the same time, it's something that I fight with, because it's, I'm super shy, I'm super reserved, and in the same time I'm fucking lazy. So it's funny, because I try to use the social, but at the same time I try to keep my intimacy by myself, and it's funny.
Yeah. Well, how do you deal with, I've sent artists over to Italy, and they come back married, and they can be in the gospel industry, old women, right? Find marriage quick in Italy. Have you, I know you've been proposed to, but do you have a family life? Are you still single, mingle, trying to get, to the next level in your career?
Single lady. I'm a single lady. I love to be around my family. I have an amazing relationship with my family, with my country, with my, two countries, Eritrea and Italy too. And, normal friends, normal person, almost boring, because I'm very, when I'm not working, I try to be on earth, super chill and super relax. And I love animals. I have my dog that I actually miss, because is in Italy, and super relaxed.
Okay, you guys don't try to go, rush her with bride price over in New York. She's trying to get to the next level, unless you can help. You can be an asset. It will come. Now, with the success that you've had, and again, you're young, the best is yet to come. What is a community give back that you're doing, or that you would like to do in the future?
I would love to to continue singing, to continue like research and to grow. I love to be curious, to listen people, to listen, to look, to learn actually. And I try even here in New York to catch more energy and more vibe as, when I meet like a musician and an artist and then people like you, because it's always useful and always good. We start to work for a new song that will come out in the end of the year or beginning of 2022. And I have few gigs when I go back to Europe. And the situation with the COVID is still like this, so and so. So we work hard right now for try to how do you say, to have more result in 2022.
Yeah, definitely. You come down to a place like Florida here and people say COVID, it's been over. What are you talking about? How did the COVID, you being in Italy, we saw the doctors coming, I believe it was from like Cuba and different places to come help out with Italy. Was COVID, it didn't impact the creativity as we see, but
No.
Even like your confidence to travel, were you like watching America and saying, these people are arguing about masks? Were you scared to come over here at all?
No, I was very, excited when they finally opened the frontier. I was like, boom, jump in here and try to, to organize all the promotion and everything, because it was everything was stuck. And in Europe, the situation, unfortunately, it's back to lockdown in Holland, in Austria, not in Italy, thanks God, because we are under control, but still we have to be aware of everything. We cannot like do a gigs or event, even in Europe. So this is why we decided to work by creativity with, web and online things with YouTube. That's it. But I'm very positive. I think one day it will end this nightmare. And it's good for discipline, my passion and my, my craziness, because what's very hard period. But now it's almost over.
Yeah, you've been putting in the work. For years and years. I have to ask this question. If not, the Eritreans will say, hey, what about us? Are there any shows, or have you been able to perform yet in your parents' home country? Because it's kind of like you have to represent two places.
I did, and it was amazing. I did like 5 years ago. There was this guy, that Eritrean journalist that works for BBC in London. He decided to make like a group of band of like few artists around Europe that comes from Eritrea. And they called me for do this big concert, big tour in Eritrea for 2 weeks, to give the hope to the people that lives in Eritrea, that say, just to say, they did. You can work hard and become whatever you want if you believe, if you work out. It was amazing, because I had the possibility to, to be with my family for 2 weeks in Eritrea, like through Asmara, Massawa, Keren, all these beautiful places. And, to sing in front of these amazing people. I mean, beautiful experience. And still now there is a quarantine. There is a lot of trouble there for this COVID. But I think in 2022, I will for sure go back to my country and try to do something there. Yeah, absolutely.
As an artist who, you have videos that have done great on YouTube. And then when you come to America, sometimes international artists feel, even Canadians feel, our products haven't made it until it's made it in America. And I don't know if that's because we consume so much, because we like to grow this way and that way. Is there any pressure at all to say, I need a hit, I need to go platinum, I need to go diamond in America, and that's the goal. Are you, or can you be satisfied with having so many hits in Europe?
Yeah, I'm super, super, super grateful because with the Eurovision, that it's become a big show in Europe that you can see all over the world. And with the hit of Adrenalina with Flo Rida, for me was like, boom, really a smash. And yeah, I mean, it's good to be, of course, in USA and to do promotion for Adrenalina, for all this thing. But well, I'm super, super blessed and happy like this.
You are blessed. Now, for all those, folks who say, I want to book her in my country, or we have a perfect collab, or just that person who wants to, listen in, can you let people know where they can find your music and any last words you have for them?
I mean, in the social media, of course, like Instagram, YouTube, Senhit is my name. And yeah, you can find everything there. You can write me there. I'm always super open for a new song and new stuff. So be welcome to send me whatever you want. And yeah, and I keep update all the social, for let you know my event, my gigs, etc., etc.
You guys have been blessed by the game. If you do nothing else, make sure you share this with somebody. It will change their life. Be blessed.
Hi everyone. Have you ever been curious about visiting Africa? Which African country were you interested in? Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, South Africa, Ethiopia? Which country are you interested in? My good friend, Kellen Cash Coleman, came up with a course called My First Trip to Africa that'll guide you through this process. It's only $20, and in this course you'll learn about passports, visas, vaccinations that you need before you go there, as well as a budget, how much the trip is going to cost. He also talks about what you should pack, what you should take with you, how you should travel on a budget. Did you know that $100 is worth 1,000 South African rand and over 10,000 Kenyan shillings? So imagine what you can do with $100 back home. I say back home because I'm from Sudan, I'm African, I already know how it's like. I know that, when you convert Canadian and American money, it goes a long way when you're traveling across Africa. So if you're curious, if Africa is a place that you've always wanted to go, always wanted to move there, Kellen Cash is the person to ask. Check out the course. There's a little preview you can listen to before you actually purchase it. If you're interested in this course, visit www.diversifiedgame.com. Don't miss out.